Old Alabama Gardener here, and today I'm going to be talking about my 2017 green bean growing. Old Alabama Gardener here, and we're talking about start to finish videos. And a start to finish video is where I show you actually starting the seed in soil blocks, and then later transplanting the plants into the garden and growing on out to picking, and then including a short clip on cooking with whatever I'm growing. Now this video is on green beans. Now at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a different way to cook green beans. What's going on? Has OAG lost his mind? Maybe he's gone mad. Why is he pulling the leaves off of his green bean plants? Keep on watching the video, and then a little bit later in it I'll show you why I'm removing leaves off of these plants. First thing we got to do, of course, is get some seeds in the ground. So we'll plant them in these soil blocks. Now you'll notice that I'm paying close attention to putting the eye of the bean down. Now you may not think it makes any difference, but I happen to believe that it does. So here's a close-up showing the little white portion. That's the eye of the bean. Now you want to cover the seeds with about 1/2 inch of potting mix and water it well and watch it grow. Now I got to get the ground ready for transplanting the green bean seedlings. The white powdery material is an organic fertilizer that I mix up, and you can see that in a different video. Alright, so here we have our whole row completed, and you want to be sure to water them well. I am sprinkling the fertilizer not in the row itself, but on the side, and then I will scratch it in with a hoe, and then I will pull it into the plants. Now I'm going to use my furrowing hoe because it's got a nice sharp point on it, and I'm going to scratch that fertilizer into the soil. And as I do that, you'll see me kindly pulling sideways, and that's when I'm actually pulling the dirt, or actually kindly throwing the dirt up to the base of the plants. You don't want to sprinkle that fertilizer right into the row, because if you do, it's going to burn your plants and probably kill them. Notice how I'm actually having to look pretty hard to find the green beans. And of course, they're the same color as the leaves, so you stand a good chance of missing a lot of them. Very nice looking green beans. Now let's go around to the other side, and you will see the purpose or the effect of removing a lot of the leaves. So just look how easy it is now to see the green beans. and the plant still has plenty of leaves which are up on top of this trellis. Notice the coloring on these green beans. I think that's why they are called rattlesnake pole beans, because of the way they look. But when you cook them, that will go away and the green bean will be totally green. Okay, that's enough of the growing. Now let's get on with the cooking. You always want to cut the stem end off because that's going to be pretty hard. You can leave the bloom tip on if you wanted to, but I always take it off. For this amount of beans, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil in my pan. Now add about a handful of washed and tipped green beans. Now add about a quarter of a cup of chicken stock. We're going to reduce that so it'll actually disappear. You want to keep on stirring and kind of saute these green beans until they start to get tender. Then add a few dashes of coconut aminos. It's a soy-free seasoning, but it adds a real good flavor. Now, if you've been to a Chinese restaurant and you had those green beans like they fixed, then you're going to love this recipe. That's good.